I say live, but it's not actually broadcasting, it's just recorded. So, only say good things about me.
The bad things.
When are they gonna make Beautiful Joe for the PC port? And why is it gonna be the best game?
What is Beautiful Joe?
It's a GameCube game / PS2. It's fucking great.
It's very good.
Every once in a while, I think about it, and I'm like, that game should exist on my PC, but it can't.
Henshin a go,
What
baby.
kind of game is it?
I guess.
It's kind of a beat 'em up, sort of.
Yeah. It's a side-scrolly beat 'em up, I guess, is the best description.
It's like a Devil May Cry plus Streets of Rage.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, you realize you're just saying more games, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think side-scrolly beat 'em up should make sense to you.
My thought is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but like you keep walking to the right.
It's like Super Mario Brothers plus Street Fighter.
Got it.
Super Street Fighter
Perfect.
Brothers.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
I assume Chris got Linux out of his computer for a minute.
Probably. That, or he has to deal with the other child.
Oh, I see.
Well, I'm gonna use that
opportunity
telling
to
me
get a
what's
beverage.
new and fucking everything. Like I haven't been on the internet in a month.
Kevin, why haven't you been on the internet in a month?
I have been, but it keeps telling me there's new things. Everything I log into. Roll20's like, look at all the new features. Google Chrome's like, look at all your new features.
Maybe you should stop being a caveman and go online once in a while.
No.
Yeah.
That's degenerate behavior, and I'm anything but.
Kevin,
That doesn't sound right.
you handed my debit card away.
That's not degenerate. That's not degenerate. That's philanthropic with other people's money.
That sounds right.
You know, about how like a third of millionaires work.
You know, you're starting to make a point, and then I think you subverted your own point.
Like what?
That Kevin's a millionaire? Because that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
I would be if Eric wouldn't stop stopping me from giving away his debit card.
Yeah.
Think about all the tax write-offs I could have from donating to charity.
All right.
You know what? You should come to charity, Colin.
So you can donate to charity with
I
other
already
people's
had
money.
plans when you made your plans.
Stop making plans more than a month in advance.
Yeah.
But like that's the only way I can make plans.
Well, that's because it's a vicious cycle, Kevin. Just stop it.
You stop it.
I never started it because I'm a person.
You are not.
Jim, are you done
That's
with
true.
oven stuff? I'm assuming Jim is not done with oven stuff.
I assume Jim is oven stuff.
Ooh.
While he's finishing up, so we're getting kind of a delayed start. I wanted to recap what happened 4 weeks ago. I think it's the last time we played, or was it 2 weeks ago? It's been a
I
minute.
don't know.
Any case, who would like to kick us off? What happened last time on the Adventures of Waterdeep?
I sent my homies on a philanthropic mission to save slaves.
Wait, before we get into this too far, can I ask a question?
No.
You can ask another one too.
Why do they call it oven when you of in the hot cold food and of hot eat the out food?
Nope.
You said a lot of fucking words and none of them made sense. I think you had a stroke.
Agreed.
Dude.
Chris, do I need to take you to the hospital?
No, it's too late. We've already started done.
Do you need to defragment something in your brain?
I was gonna say, we're gonna have to send Sarah over to our house to watch over our children so I can take you to the hospital.
Sarah's already in bed.
Nice.
Yeah, but at this case, if I have to take Chris to urgent care, Sarah would come to our house.
That's fair. Also, where's Logan?
What?
Oh, you aren't in roll 20.
That's probably not immediately necessary, but uh, as you're able. But yes, Zoe, you dispatched an armada of kind of drunk, kind of pissed off teamsters.
An armada.
I think they were in 2 boats, so yes, an armada. They rowed 2 boats out there.
Accurate.
Okay, so I'm now Commodore Zoe.
I can roll that. Is that how you've been introducing yourself to people?
If you're gonna give me that's an armada, then yes.
I mean, you can call it an armada.
Uh,
It's in the eye of the beholder, so you know.
yeah, but we're trying to kill the beholder.
Nobody said anything about a damn beholder.
Are you all drunk?
It's a mind flare.
Sally, your audio quality is awful.
No, that was
That's
my
average.
voice.
No, it wasn't, but I appreciate the attempt.
I thought you were doing a voice.
I was doing a voice.
Yes, but also your
I mean, my
audio
audio
quality is terrible.
Could have also been shit, but I was doing a voice.
But yes, you had a strategical mastermind victory against a mind flare, utilizing the infinitely wise strategy of shatter it till it dies.
That sounds right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've never shattered anything in my life.
Well,
Nope.
good, because everybody else did. I think you spent most of your time getting counterspelled.
I did. I spent 100% of my time getting counterspelled. All I wanted to do was cast Fireball, man.
But yes, you
Too bad.
disrupted, with the assistance of Lady Gondofree, a human trafficking operation underneath the streets of your very city. You super punched away a teleportation circle that went presumably somewhere. And you enabled Rufus to become the town hero and single-handedly save like 20 people who would have otherwise faced permanent imprisonment.
We're such good fucking people.
The best.
Asvel is stoked.
Around.
Only ever gonna let you down.
And the next morning, it occurs to you that tomorrow, so like 36 hours from now, is the long-awaited 5-year anniversary of the opening of the Mage's Hand.
Oh.
Shit's fun.
Did I miss anything? I guess I did kind of gloss over the events on the ship. So, Captain Rosnar's trusty saber was cast to the bottom of Waterdeep Harbor, and he was told in no uncertain terms to leave and never come back. Which he has at least left. It remains to be seen if he never comes back.
Fair.
Anything else I missed?
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right. So it is the next day. Somebody roll me a 20-sided die.
Um,
All right. 15 wins. So it is a chipper summer day. I don't remember what season it was. In fact, it's actually so warm out that like some of the things that have been left outside, like on the streets and the roads themselves, like if you walk outside barefoot on the cobblestone path, it like sort of is uncomfortable to those of you who aren't accustomed to walking barefoot. Snarf, for instance, probably won't notice, but Tenement, if you were to walk outside without shoes, I don't know if you ever do that, you might have second thoughts after, half a block or so of this.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's beautiful, clear skies, and there's a light of levity in the air. Oz, how do you start your day?
It's just a hot day.
It's a hot day. It's like, call it 8, 9 o'clock.
He's probably walking around the bar doing some like mundane cleaning or some bullshit, making sure all the random instruments are tuned and what have you. Be grabbing some breakfast.
What random instruments does the mage's hand have?
It has a piano. Aside from that, I don't know.
Any stringed instruments other than the one you possess?
It has a lyre.
Are you the liar?
Yeah.
I would never liar.
I think I'm supposed to talk.
I assume there are several older stringed instruments from before he got the good one.
That's probably true.
It has a Mizium apparatus.
You leave it there?
No, but I'm there often enough to where it probably counts.
All right. As a bullshit,
It counts as a stringed instrument.
as a bullshit machine. Noted.
I was gonna say it is a new day.
Oh, yeah.
It's a new day.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's a new day.
Oh yeah,
damn.
it's
All
a
right.
new day.
All right.
An 8 and a 2.
Oh, cool. All right.
Prestidigitation, Thunderwave, and Spider Climb.
I got a
Kevin,
1.
you get dancing lights, burning hands, and alter self. Wait. Do you get 2 rolls?
You rolled twice. I don't know why.
Okay.
Oh, I got 3 then. I don't fucking know.
All right. You got
I
light.
rolled twice because I get 2.
Yeah.
I gotta be double invisible.
I
hope you're ready for me to cast invisibility on myself and then do it a second time.
I'll do it again.
You sure can.
I feel like that would make you visible just for shits and giggles.
Also, Kevin, I want you to know the technical rules as written, we're supposed to roll 3 times.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, don't do that. We're not doing
Also, casting invisibility on yourself would remove the invisibility as you cast it. So yes, it would make you invisible, then invisible again.
Yes, because it's a concentration spell.
What? I'm making myself invisible, then uninvisible by casting invisibility?
Yes.
Correct.
Brief.
Oh, something about concentration. I don't fucking know. I wasn't concentrating enough.
I'd like to hold that it's canon that Zoe can't concentrate on spells.
I don't know if we've seen him do that.
Correct.
I don't know if he has.
He did invisibility.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. That's how you can get
That
a
was
turbo
kind
motor.
of important.
Jolt, how was your evening?
I'm following up with morning as it is. I'm following up with the group to see if there's anything I need to go pick up for this grand opening for tomorrow.
Funny enough, around this time, Sad arrives. You actually hear Sad approach with a small tinkling of a little bell that gets gradually louder and louder as this cart that Sad is sort of like rickshaw carrying towards the bar gets closer and closer. Dank, you hear this too. Sad sets it down and walks towards you and says, "Dank, it's been such a long time. Glad to see you." And starts the handshake, slippery do, secret handshake that I assume you guys have developed.
Yes, there's definitely some weird tail action. Don't question it.
No, I'm questioning the slippery do part of it.
That was the part that I was also questioning. Yep.
Do you often characterize your tail as slippery?
Only when you dip it into the beer first.
What's that?
I said only when you dip it into beer first.
I see. Fortunately for you, Sad has brought a great deal of it.
Good.
Says, I've been working on this special for you. I imagine you're expecting a pretty high turnout, and so I thought I might add to your supply with something new I've created.
Excellent. Let's taste it.
So there's a little cork off to the side, and Sad deftly like grabs a small cup and like pulls it out. A stream pours out, and she puts it back in, and offers it to you. It smells like honey.
Honey or money?
Honey.
If she's
Okay.
bringing us
Smells
meat, I
like
need to know.
ash.
It smells like dollar bills. No, it says
Not gold. Dollar bills.
It's been 6 months waiting. I call this Heaven's Nectar, and
Okay.
I think it's sublime.
That's not gonna work in a pocket keg.
Who are you?
Oh yeah.
She's the creator of
That
the
has-
pocket tag that we've
That
been
has
using.
definitely met Riot.
Oh, sorry. You're so much older now.
Wow.
Excuse me?
You were like a kid when I met you before.
I was not.
Basically expired.
Fuck you, Zoe.
You got so tall. Well,
You're the same age.
Younger. So specifically younger.
so
No, he is.
if you're concerned about storage and delivery, I guess you'll just have to make sure it all gets drunk tomorrow.
Fair point. I should go see the pocket keg facility.
Where is the pocket
Basement?
keg facility?
I don't know, Eric. Where
The
did I manage to
basement.
find
It's in
a
the
pocket keg
basement.
manufacturing facility?
I thought you
In the
just did it
basement.
on site in the basement.
Yeah.
I make every single one of them.
Yeah.
I thought at some point she mentioned trying to get infrastructure.
I did.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I don't recall.
You asked
For
what I was
sure
going to
the
do with all
answer
my
to-
money.
Oh,
Where? Okay. So on the city,
I said I was making a factory for pocket keg
All right.
manufacturing, so I didn't have to keep doing work.
this is important then. Can you see the map of Waterdeep? I want you to
ethical
add.
dock worker support.
I want you to add a dot somewhere on this map that is not in the North Ward.
Not in the North Ward.
Right. Because there wouldn't be a factory up there.
Is Castle Waterdeep in the North Ward?
It
Is the field ward in the North Ward?
the field ward is not in the North Ward.
Wasn't there like an abandoned building a few houses over from us?
There's also just like the City of the Dead.
We're
Put it
not.
there.
I'm not making it in the cemetery, Kevin.
That sounds like it's on brand for Riot. She's pretty angsty.
She's not.
So at your discretion, pick somewhere and put like X or a dot or something. Where you found your manufacturing facility. I assume like 3 people work there that occasionally go in and turn materials into kegs.
And then bring it back to you.
Yeah, you get like weekly deliveries, let's say.
Why is the Lucas token covering up the entire street we live on?
It's big, so you can see it. It's big.
I can't see it. That's the problem.
Fine. All right, hang on.
I don't
Are
see
you
the
complain
Lucas
about seeing
token.
your son?
There you go.
What the fuck?
There you go.
I'm
I
not seeing
know.
the same thing everybody else is seeing.
What are you seeing?
Let me back up.
Do you see a map?
There's your factory. I made it.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. I had to back out a lot. It's all the way at the bottom.
I see.
To be fair, I didn't mean to. I meant to drag the map, and I accidentally made it your factory.
Well, we'll cross that bridge later. It's not immediately relevant, but do pick like a specific place at some point. Okay.
I did.
Zoe, what are you doing?
I thought I was heckling Riot.
Oh, okay. This is real time. You forgot where your factory was.
There. That building.
Hang on.
what did you do?
Where is it? Which building?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, neither do I. Unless I'm not zoomed out far enough.
There it is. I see it.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
the
I wasn't
little-
zoomed out
Right
far
here.
enough.
little red things. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There's only supposed to be one red.
What a fun game.
Poor Eric.
Kevin and Logan are being jerks. That's my guess.
I was
Kevin and
helping.
Logan
Is it
haven't
just
done
Kevin?
anything.
Is there no Logan involved?
It wasn't even Kevin.
It wasn't
What?
even Logan.
Someone's framed me with purple boxes.
I'm shocked.
Hey, Jolt, could you help me carry this stuff in? Sad says.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Sad carries one with some considerable strain. You pick one up with the greatest of ease, and start stocking the coffers of the mage's hand with fairly large casks. Tenement, how is your morning starting?
Probably with a hangover.
Did you do a lot of drinking after your borderline crime last night?
Yeah, almost certainly some celebratory drinking. That almost certainly happened.
Oh, okay.
No
Because
one
we saved the
hungover like
slaves.
Gaston, like Cameron.
That's correct. Nobody could ever be as hungover as Tenement.
Fair.
And then I don't know. I ate a few eggs.
How many eggs?
At least a dozen.
Oh, okay. A light morning then.
Yeah. I might have a dozen more later. We haven't gotten there yet. But
I see.
this is the the post drinking hangover eggs, right?
Yeah.
Are they cooked?
No.
All right.
Good.
That would require preparation, and while I'm very meticulous in my bookkeeping, I'm not necessarily meticulous in my day-to-day living. I'm probably going to get up, lounge around until around 11.
All right.
Probably take a shower.
Okay.
And oh look, it's noon.
I just realized that's not an R.
What is that?
It says Kevin, and totally not Ravunin.
Eric, how many beers did Kevin have tonight?
2.
Three.
3.
Not enough to account
Oh, you
for
had 3?
He
Yeah.
had 3.
Also, that looks like an R and not a K.
Are you counting the giant ones as one?
Yeah. Also, I didn't have
Uh-huh.
I didn't have like a leader.
Around noon, I guess around the time you're arriving.
No, I'm not arriving till 1.
Oh, okay. Well, before you arrive then, 2 folks arrive, one with a rickshaw of bread and the other with a rickshaw of ham.
Ham Sammy's?
They start delivering it in. Rumbold comes out, and then about 4 minutes later, Harry picks up his rickshaw of ham and leaves.
Who's
Wait,
Harry?
who's Harry?
Harry.
Yeah.
Harry the ham salesman.
So the thing is, he asked me about this question earlier, and I answered this question not knowing that I wasn't going to be here to actually supply some information.
Oh, no, you'll be back. About 4 hours later, Harry will return with just a slab of beef.
Ha.
But we'll get to that later.
Okay.
Yeah, so is there any preparations you guys would like to do for your big gala tomorrow? Now that the dust has settled, it seems like there's some calmness at the docks. There doesn't seem to be an immediate fallout from the events of last night.
I want to point at this mountain of ham and like,
Oh,
what the fuck?
Harry
No,
took
no,
the ham
he-
away.
He took it. We didn't get it.
Wait, what?
They,
Yeah, he got mad and walked away. Apparently,
Yeah.
we were supposed to have beef and not ham.
Rumbold says, it's ham. It's fucked. It's wrong.
What,
I'm glad someone knows what the fuck's happening.
Right?
What's wrong with ham?
What's right
I mean,
with ham?
it still might be wrong, but what's wrong with ham?
It's not beef.
That's a good point. It's not beef.
That's true.
That is.
Why
You
not?
got beef with that?
Why not both?
Well, let me ask you this. I could give you a hug, or I could throw a turd at you. Do you want
You
both?
can do both.
Yeah, you could do both.
All right.
Please. Oh, I'm not there yet. So,
If you're gonna do that, can you throw the turd first and then do the hug?
No, you do them
That's
both at the
probably
same
the
time.
wrong order. That's probably the wrong order.
I think you do them both at the same time.
I think if you throw the turd like as you left.
No, you do like a 360 no scope hug with a turd in your hand.
Mm.
Look,
I would
it's
like-
pretty straightforward. I'm gonna have to feed like half the damn city, and it needs to be fucking beef. Okay? It's just that. All right? Just let me do this.
Deal.
Okay.
That's fine. I was just curious why you had such poor opinions of ham.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna go like oversee, make sure preparations are good for the pocket kegs for tomorrow.
Have you enlisted anyone to help you with this, or just your offsite team? Like, is anybody else in the party involved in this?
No, I mean no.
Okay.
Damn.
It's probably boring.
I mean, it is pretty boring.
I'm literally going to check a like small factory we have.
All right. Actually, yeah. So, based on where this square and dots and graffiti is, it takes you about 15 minutes to walk there. And as you get there, curiously, this rather large space, which is mostly just warehousing, there's not a lot of manufacturing space required. Normally, most of the activity is late in the afternoon, but curiously, you see both the doors open.
That's not supposed to be a thing.
Somebody's smuggling shit through your warehouse.
All right, let's go check
Probably
it
me.
out.
As you walk in, I need you to make a perception check.
I have to find my character sheet.
Oh, I'm not in dark mode. What's wrong with me?
You're degenerate.
I know.
Handing over your credit card and then taking it back. What the
I somehow clicked twice, but I got a 22 on my first one.
All right. You see two figures.
Who is it?
Two familiar figures.
These
So,
your parents.
Your parents. You see the top of Embrick's head sort of billowing behind like a roll of sheet metal.
Are they supposed to be here?
That you have not seen them here before.
Excuse me. What
Are
the
the-
fuck?
Oh, we're just cleaning. Don't mind us.
You're really lucky I didn't like fire a guiding bolt at you or something.
Beatrice, you can't just that's not what we taught you to do. You don't just shoot people like that.
You also
Ask
didn't
a
teach me to
decor-
leave like the doors to our manufacturing spaces open, but you seem to have done that too.
Well, it was supposed to. All right. Okay. I guess we'll do it now. All right. Sweetums, can you do me a favor? Can you close your eyes?
Me?
Yes. All right. Now, can you see anything? Keep them closed. I can't hear you.
No, my eyes are closed.
Okay. Okay. All right. And you hear some rustling, and you hear like some paper, and it's a rather long time before anything happens, like several minutes. And then eventually you hear Avi say, "Oh, all right, Beatrice, open your eyes." And you see a banner, very crudely made, sort of suspended from the rafters, that says, "Happy 5th anniversary, Beatrice."
Oh, thanks, Mom. That's really sweet.
You weren't supposed to be here this early. We were gonna surprise you.
Did you make a party in the factory?
Well, I know we didn't want to interrupt your show. You got probably a lot of people coming, and you're gonna be very busy. So we wanted to catch you beforehand, and want to say we're very proud of you and what you've built.
Thanks.
It's
Did I give you guys a key to this place though? Because
honey, we bake keys. And we also made this. And from behind the same barrel of sheet metal. Where is it? Oh, did I not make this? Hang on. Oh, there it is. She also hands you this.
it's not coming up on my screen.
Oh. She hands you a very large, well, not very large, a very glowing hammer.
Cool.
As you hold it, it feels very warm. And I'm going to send you what it does in Discord.
Is it a smithing hammer or a regular hammer?
It is a regular size hammer, so it's about a foot long. So it's not like a huge like a mace or like a war hammer or anything. It's like a make stuff hammer.
Okay.
A one-handed hammer.
Yeah. It says it's
Not a Thor hammer.
A hammer.
Or a
exactly.
smithing hammer?
Weirdly, I don't get proficiency with martial weapon.
actually you could probably just do all players. That'll do it. All right, maybe that works. I don't know. And he
It's a
says,
smithing hammer.
it's been a long time, and I know we've been sort of worried about you with all your adventures and your sort of weirdo friends. But
Hi.
you are your own person, and we're happy in who you've become.
Thanks, Mom. That's really nice.
We still think you.
Thank you, guys.
They share a warm, damp embrace.
Ew.
Because they're sweaty, or
Because
One of them's a water genasi.
it's decidedly uncomfortable. You're not like ever really okay with this. So we'll see you tomorrow. I know you got a lot of preparations to do, so be good. We'll stay out of your way. I know you want to do this, and they see themselves out. On the way out, the big sign, like one of the strings comes detached, and it starts kind of loosely flopping over the big pile of assembled pocket kegs in the middle of the warehouse. They did not have a lot of time to do this. Around this time, Tenement, you show up at the bar. I assume not here.
Okay. Yep.
Fashionably on time.
So around 1 o'clock.
Yeah, around 1 o'clock.
That's my time. Yep, that's the right time.
Yep.
Okay. Who's there right now? Just
me.
Everyone that isn't Riot,
Yep.
I guess,
Yeah.
is there in some capacity.
Shortly afterwards, I assume Riot will return with a rickshaw full of pocket kegs.
I'm gonna send Jolt for the rest.
On my way.
Comes back with 2. Oh, there's a whole
I helped.
factory full back
Comes
there.
back with a rickshaw.
I
and
helped.
drank like 5 of them.
I helped. Here's some.
Jolt, it turns out this is hard.
What's hard?
Carrying stuff.
Why didn't you ask me to come with you in the first place?
Because you're carried in not pocket kegs.
I don't know. I should have.
I would have gladly helped.
Around this time, as you see a familiar face go left on the street, passing just in front of your business. You see Emic on a donkey, dragging the most busted-looking cart you've ever seen.
I don't know.
It rattles, like, you actually hear his approach first as it's like wobbling on its axle, and it's got windows, but they're torn up, and some of the boards are missing, so you can kind of see into it. You see a bunch of like weird glass and pottery rattling around inside. Anybody who like looks out the window at this sees him giving you the finger and continuing on.
Is this the guy that we
What did
reported to
do make
Monty?
him so mad?
Yes.
Yeah, who's this guy?
We reported him to Monty because he's making shit sandwiches.
Yes.
Also,
no.
Fish
We-
Dad also just pissed him off previous campaign. There's a lot of reasons he'd be upset.
No.
The Monty visit for shit sandwiches is largely on the list right now.
I did forget that we did that for largely no reason.
It wasn't largely no reason. It's because I wanted to.
Oh, I see. Very good.
To be fair,
That's better.
there's a good reason to cut. Shit sandwiches sound very unpleasant.
He wasn't making shit sandwiches.
He said he was.
Are we gonna say that he's not telling the truth now? Because that's just can't just be accusing people of that.
Yeah, are we gonna
You can.
say he's making shit sandwiches and telling me lies? What the fuck, man? Cut the dude some slack.
He could be.
Also, Riot, you gained the benefits of level 6.
Oh,
I hate this. I hate
weapons
all
give us
of
level 6.
Why? What's wrong?
Haha.
What's the problem?
No one levels like Tenement.
I mean,
Shut up.
that is true, and it's very upsetting.
So
It's okay, Chris. I'm still level 5.
Thank you. We'll commiserate together.
I'm level 7.
That's
You
not
are
true.
not level 7.
It is now.
So evening rolls around, and surprisingly, business is kind of light. Like normally you've got a few dozen people sort of in and out over the course of the night, but around 10 o'clock, assuming nothing has transpired, you've only seen like a couple really familiar faces and just a handful of stragglers. So Chet comes by
Is this the day before or the day of?
day before.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's
Did you guys
reasonable
not
to think
do any
that-
advertising?
I don't care
did.
if they're here. I don't care if they're here the day before.
I have
They gotta
flyers.
save all their money.
I have flyers made.
Are these just like from the glow in the dark paper shop?
Yes.
I see. But otherwise, I need, let's see, Jolt, Dank, and Oz to roll d20s for me.
Well,
You'll be waiting a little bit for Dank.
In that case,
But still do
Tenement.
it.
Tenement, you can roll as a surrogate.
which is
3.
does that work?
I rolled well.
You did a bad job.
So, Jim,
Roll?
Yep.
I rolled twice.
over the course of the night, you see, because I assume you generally like are posted up around the door. If I remember your normal experiences in the bar.
It's generally by the fireplace, but between there and the door, yeah.
Okay, so since things are kind of quiet, your attention has wandered a little bit to the surrounding areas, the streets, the windows, and whatnot, and you see this like 4-foot tall figure across the street, nailing signs to doors on the opposite side of the street, like little pieces of paper. And you see this figure approach the door of the mage's hand.
I will investigate. I will make my way out and greet this person.
All right. So as you open the door, you see a pretty rough-looking character. So this is a human male that is missing an eye, but doesn't have the benefit of an eye patch. So it's just like a nasty scab.
Their brain.
Okay.
No. They're missing several teeth. They've got like a scraggly, terrible beard. And you see like a knapsack over them, 2 knives at their hip, like dagger type knives, and a document in their hand that they are, by all accounts, appearing to nail to the door of the mage's hand. He says, Out of the way, big guy.
How may I assist you?
You can assist me. Tell you what. Do you know the owner?
I do know the owners.
Excellent. Saves me a knife. Can you give him this?
Gladly. I'll tip him a copper.
Thank you. And he meanders off down to the next door and the next door and so on.
All right. I will bring said notice in and
Was he using a dagger on every door?
What the fuck is this guy?
How many daggers does he have?
A lot of daggers.
Fucking 2. He has 2 daggers on his hip.
No, he also had a pack on.
yeah. I bring the notice inside. This came for you. Speaking to the management. Who would like to take this?
Me.
Not him.
I will.
I'm going to say Riot probably was not feeling well and went to bed early if I got level 6. Eric, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
We had to house rule something for level 6 that is probably not going to make Riot feel super great today.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay. I will pass it to Dank.
All right,
But I
thanks.
claimed it.
Zank actually reads whatever it is.
This note appears to be an insurance policy. Tendered to the happy and willing businesses of Troll Skull Alley. And it offers you safety and protection from the ails and crime that is growing ever present in the city.
Is this a racket?
All it will cost you
Uh-huh.
is 50 gold per month.
It's a racket.
And if you're particularly astute, you'll notice a little circle in the bottom with 10 little lines, each culminating in a small dot.
Would I know what that symbol means?
A lot of you saw it fairly prominently last night in the sewers.
Heh. Fuck this guy.
Guys, we're getting the shakedown.
From who?
I'm the one that shakes down.
I don't
What
know
the
if they're
fuck?
shaking us down or just trying to get like some free money.
Fair.
I don't know. We'll refuse to pay and see what kind of trouble they
Yeah,
start.
no. If they come back, then we're being shook down.
So right now, it's just a racket.
No, it's a paper.
You're a racket.
I mean, he's also right. It is a paper.
All right, but otherwise, the rest of the night passes without incident. Tenemin, I imagine you're somewhat disappointed that everything's just kind of calm.
That is boring.
It is for.
Oh, if only a Tenement leveled up.
I know, right? One day.
One
So why
day.
is only one of our team members leveling up?
I think Eric's taking something out on me, but I'm not sure exactly what yet.
No, not just you.
Well, I'm also level 5, so...
Yeah, half of you are 6.
Yeah, I'm level 7.
No, you're not.
My character sheet says I am.
I'm going to assume...
That's probably true.
That I believe.
Yeah.
So the evening passes without further incident, and it is, thus, the big day. Rumbold has been working on his beef. He actually stayed up quite late in the night, getting everything seasoned and wrapped.
Wrapped with what?
Ask him.
Hey, Rumble, what'd you wrap the beef in?
Family secret. Don't lick this.
I hope it's ham.
I lick it.
Make a con save.
I'm gonna die.
All right.
That's
you
my
get
14.
Okay. So from your chin to very dark, very almost sharp hairs protrude.
What?
From the beef?
From
Wait,
his
am I
chin.
a dwarf now?
No, you passed.
Okay. I look at Rumbled and I say, tastes like ham.
Fuck you, it tastes like ham. Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
I walk out.
Fuck off. It is the next morning. I would just assume if you want to keep your bullshit rolls.
Sure.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. So assuming showtime starts around 4, which I'm going to assume is when you've sort of aimed for. Does anyone want to do anything prior to that?
No.
Are we
not in
decorating?
particular.
How late do I sleep?
You get up, you sleep into like 10:30 and feel kind of like death.
Okay.
What do you do to decorate the tavern? Since you brought it up, Dank.
I'm gonna want to put like tassely things up because I'm a cat person.
So you're gonna put up balls of string? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, and shiny things.
Specifically tassels.
And bells. Bells and
tassels on everywhere that tassels can be.
bells, tassels, and balls of string. Got it.
Tassels and shiny things.
Dan, give me a wisdom save.
Give me a second. My computer's a pain in my ass.
I think you're using your computer wrong.
Don't you kink shame her computer.
Wisdom?
Yeah. So, you hang several of these up, and like this is not like a fully airtight building, right? There is occasionally a draft, especially as people come in and out. And as you're hanging these things up, you see these things sway in the ceiling, and it catches your attention. But only for a moment, and you're able to keep focused long enough to hang up an array of strings and tassels. And in fact, they look so good that this sort of collection of wind picks some up and aids you in hanging these up. You suspect it's
Good.
leaf.
Yep.
Oz, what are your preparations?
Probably not doing too much.
Just clearing the body, clearing the spirit.
Getting the band ready, practicing
Yeah,
your
like-
songs.
Yeah, like he's doing some boring like tooting and practicing and
Tooting.
yeah, tooting. Lots of tooting.
I see. Well,
Toot, toot,
well
motherfucker.
tooted.
Do we have like a trumpet?
You certainly have been able to get a trumpet for this event. Zoe, dare I ask what your plan is today?
I don't know. Probably just fart about.
More tooting.
I think I get sent away from the tuning pretty quickly.
No, tooting.
Oh, tooting, yes.
as you're walking around, every time Rumble sees you, he kind of gives you the stink eye. And at one point, Rumble's got something on your chin.
Is it ham? From the ham I licked earlier?
He stomps into the kitchen and slams the door.
I don't know. Don't fucking start shit. Won't be no shit.
He reopens the door and shouts, "Ham's a trash meat!"
Guys, really
And
upset
I'm
about
not
that.
disagreeing with you.
Ar- He slams the door again.
God damn it, Kevin.
See, Riot, you are nursing a hangover of sorts. Jolt
I didn't drink anything.
of sorts, not an alcohol-induced hangover. About this time, you wake up, and what does everybody see?
about this time, who wakes up?
You do.
Yeah,
I'm
you.
gonna stumble downstairs and tell everybody I feel sick.
What's wrong with you?
Yes, Eric, what's wrong with me?
So, Riot normally has this sort of like shimmering heat. It's not like a burning hot, but it's noticeably warmer than other
No,
ones.
Genasi actually have like tattoo kind of like markings that glow on them.
I thought they still produced heat. Yeah. So normally those things are hues of like red and orange, but now it's sort of like a kaleidoscopic rainbow. So it almost flows from like light greens to deep blues back to oranges, and it's sort of like looking into a fever dream.
I'm gonna tell her she needs to eat her lima beans. I've heard that helps when you're feeling sick.
Sally,
The
no.
fuck's a lima bean?
Sally, no.
It's these little, I don't know, they're about yay big and they're like whitish. I don't know, they're some kind of vegetable. Like really big green beans, except for just the beans.
Do I feel bad enough I want to go to my parents' house?
I mean, you've felt bad before. It may be a nice distraction. They probably have better lunch, and you don't have to bother Rumbold, who seems kind of in a pissed off mood for some reason.
We'll
No
never
reason
know.
at all. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna go nap at my parents' house for the rest of the day. Yell if you need me, or cast sending, or something. I don't care. Just you can get in touch with me.
Again tonight.
I'm next door.
Yeah.
Look, fine. What do you need help with?
I don't know. Just making sure you remember it's tonight. That's all.
And
Go nap.
deliverance tonight. Maybe I'll feel better by tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, no, go nap. Just reminding you it exists. That's all.
Okay, Mom.
Tenement, how are you
Sally,
pre-gaming?
did you just hiss at me?
I totally did.
What time is it?
Let's say 1.
Okay. In which case, what am I doing?
Yeah. What's your pre-game
know.
for tonight, Mr. King of the Bar?
Well, let's see. I'm probably going to be practicing magic tricks with my apparatus.
Anything you want to particularly elaborate on, or is this more of a Showtime scenario?
Probably some cantrips right now. Let's see. Probably a lot of prestidigitations. I'm just cranking them out.
You don't have that, right? You don't.
No, I
You have to
don't
use the
have
stupid.
that.
Okay, all right.
I do not have prestidigitation.
I see.
So let's see. There's a couple.
All right. So is
A
this
few
like a
more.
juggling type thing, or are you trying to like float on one foot, or?
It's mostly just like a weaving a display, like an LED light show.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So like you have like a red line snaking through the line through the air in front of you, and then there's like a blue thing swirling trying to catch it, and it's like a dance in the air type stuff.
But get this. My signature move is a mock firework that explodes into nice smells.
That sounds awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's
preceded by a bunch of churning and whirring and mechanical gears grinding together.
The entire thing is underscored by like, I don't know, the tuba section of a brass band.
I was actually thinking a lot of the mechanisms in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. That's what this sounds like.
These are compatible. I think these things can coexist.
All right. Well, to people's surprise, your normal crowd starts arriving around like 4 or 5, but around 2,
AM or
patrons
PM?
p.m. Uh, people start filtering in, and over the course of the next few hours, a lot of people filter in. There is where'd it go? Oh, there it is. And then by around 5 to 6 p.m., the place is absolutely popping. Did the map change for y'all?
Yeah.
Hot damn. So lots of familiar faces have arrived. Sad is lingering around from before. Volo's here. About 2/3 of the patrons here do not have a chair because of how crowded it is. It's largely people from the docks. A lot of the students are here from the Wizard Academy. Yagra's here. Some fairly rich folks are around as well. You suspect some of them might be associates from Mert, Zoe. And it is everything that Eduardo, Ricardio, Snarf, Gertrude, Tani, and everybody can do to make sure that their mugs remain full. It is almost a panic trying to keep everybody slated with the sheer volume of demand in this place. It's standing room only, shoulder to shoulder, and it is almost cacophony of noise that you almost have to shout to hear each other think.
So if we don't do anything, what time do we run out of beer?
Oh no, you have plenty.
Okay.
Stock is not a problem. There are a few people who are complaining that dinner isn't ready yet. Around 5 o'clock, there is a sign prominently hanging on your side that says "Rumbold's special beef this night only."
I'll go into the kitchen. Hey, Rumble, do you need any help plating anything or anything?
It just needs 30 more minutes. All right, 30 minutes, and then it's done. Just I don't know. Give him beer or something. This is a beer house, right? Just booze them up.
Okay, sounds good. Will do.
Can anyone outside the kitchen hear this?
No, it's super loud.
Okay.
I'll make sure the wait staff and everybody knows. 30 more minutes.
Yes, thank you, gods.
Did anyone wake me up?
No.
I mean, I would have gone to check in before we spoke.
Actually,
I kind of just figured your parents would wake you up.
Yeah, your parents are here. So prior to them leaving, I assume Avi would have like tapped you in the shoulder and said, "Honey,
What?
look, it's okay to be nervous. I know that it's your big day, and it's you want it to go right, but
Mom, what's
You're
the opposite of a fever? I think I've got that.
you have the chills. I get the chills a lot.
It's rainbow bright.
And I'm like, sure.
Do you need?
Is my are my hands doing anything strange yet?
They're very clammy, like unnaturally clammy. Like it's like you're sweating forever.
So she's just sweating rainbows, or?
Yeah, it's you know how like oil when it lands on the ground, it's sort of like is this shimmering color gradient. That's what your skin is like.
I'm gonna put her hand on my forehead and be like, "Is this how this normally feels?"
I mean, that's how I normally feel.
I'm not you.
You're half me.
Go puberty, honey.
At 26.
You live significantly longer than a human. It's fine.
No, I don't think I do.
Look, there's a lot we probably need to talk about, but I don't. I don't want to distract you from the big day. So after you get some rest, we can talk about it in the morning. I'll make you I'll make you a hard rock cereal. It's your favorite.
Do you know what's going on?
I do, and it's nothing to be concerned about. It's perfectly natural. Happened to me.
I'm not going to burn down the bar.
You're not gonna burn down the bar. It's just fine. Just be yourself, sweetie.
Okay. What happened to you exactly?
Well, when I was a kid, my parents didn't tell me all that much about it, and then one day, if I took a deep breath in, I could slip through cracks.
Huh?
Like
It
bug cracks?
It didn't last very long, but I could. You know how, like, when you're going through a crowd, you kind of have to squeeze through people? I'm not explaining this very well. I really tell you what. Give your dad and I a chance to talk about this, and we'll sit down and have a nice chat in the morning. It's perfectly natural.
Are you talking about water stuff?
Yes.
I'm a fire genasi. I don't turn into water.
Well, you're half a fire genasi, sweetie. You always took after your father, but there's some of me in you too. Look, go have fun with your friends. Go celebrate your accomplishments. You don't need to worry about this. Just know that Embrick and I are very proud of you.
All right. I guess I'll get up and go to the bar.
You don't have to if you don't want. You can stay here and rest.
No, I need to go.
All right, we'll meet you there. So excited to see you. And she hurries out the door.
I have a question.
Yes.
When Dank found out it was going to be 30 minutes, did she alert people outside the bar? What?
No, I alerted like staff members.
Well,
But
through
They
them.
could tell people.
But
Yeah,
not
through-
cinnamon.
Well, through them, you would hear through like Tawny and Gertrude, like, we're sorry for the wait. Chef's working on something very special, and he wants it to be just right. So please bear with us. We apologize for the wait.
As soon as that happens and I hear that, I'm absolutely gonna prestidigitate like a clock counting down.
Of course you are.
I see. Like for your own
That's
reference,
not
or
gonna
like
help people.
prominently for everyone to see.
Prominently.
it's not-
It's becoming part of my magic show.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
So over by the stage, you see this analog clock, I assume, or like an hourglass, or
I assume it's just like a digital clock.
Analog clock. Like,
Okay.
It shows that it's like you've seen like the clock that's the minutes to midnight,
yeah.
and it's got that red piece.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that, except for with the red piece being half an hour, and it's starting from 5 and going to 5:30, and it's counting down, and the red piece is getting smaller as it counts down.
I see. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So this has started to attract some attention, and a figure in the tavern is decided to take advantage of this attention. Volo hops on stage and says, "Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mage's Hand Extravaganza!" And nobody pays attention to him. So he casts a spell and speaks with a booming voice. "Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mage's Hand Extravaganza! Thank you for joining me this evening, sponsored by the Mage's Hand. My name is Volo, and I'm here to bring you the finest set of trivia questions in all of Waterdeep." A lot of people ignore him, except like 2 people over on the left side from the Wizards Academy suddenly scoot their chairs over and are like rapt with attention.
I feel like Eric's speaking from experience.
What do you mean?
Also, am I late to the party?
No, you're right. You're here. I've
Like just on time, ran into Oz coming to get me in the street. or
I assume you guys met in the street moments before this happened.
okay, sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Right,
Who
would
said he
sleep.
could do this again?
He never
I
really
did.
asked permission.
I
Well,
said he could do it.
No, he did.
not like details. He just sort of invented a lot of his stuff.
I told Volo to do whatever he wanted.
All right, everybody, pencils up, quills ready. Question 1. What renowned author, purveyor, and highly eligible bachelor has recently completed Ghosts and Ghouls, a primer on the afterlife?
Is it Volo?
It is! Congratulations! You, with the skin condition, get a point!
Volo, you know my name.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's very crowded in here. All right, everyone. They get harder from here. Question
I don't have
2.
a skin condition.
Is Ghosts and Ghouls a sensible purchase for any adventurer considered A. affordable, B. practical, C. good value, or D. all of the above?
Your trivia sucks!
I tried to cast Dispel Magic. What level is that?
Dispel Magic, I think, is level 3. Maybe 2? I think it's 3.
Very cool. I failed, which means instead...
What?
Something bad's about to happen. Whoops.
What? What?
I didn't know what level it is. This is important.
Somebody else want to take this? I think it's level 3.
But Dispel Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay.
Shit. You know what? Somebody who wants to be responsible for what's about to happen, roll a d6.
I got it.
Okay. All right. This could be worse. So instead of Dispel Magic on his booming voice spell, I cast Thinking Cloud.
Now he smells like he sounds!
Hang on.
Ooh!
Hang on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Stay.
Yep. Centered on.
Oh my god. All right.
I guess Volo is now a Thinking Cloud.
All right. So, shit. Where are my dice?
Trivia stinks
So
so
the
bad.
2 people immediately next to him that are like now kind of disappointed that this isn't really interesting trivia, make con saves. Fail them. Dank, could you roll a d20 for sad?
Poor Sad.
I'm just glad you didn't roll Fireball. Thinking Cloud is recoverable.
Oh, Fireball would have been
Is
good.
fine. Those people. All right. And he rolls into question 3. If a very excellent tome can be purchased for 7 gold, what would be an appropriate tip? And at this point,
Volo.
the whole front row just starts hurling. They're like bowled over at the hip. People, like some of their friends from the tables by the windows, come up to help. They catch whiff of this just absolutely rancid odor and start throwing up themselves. There are like 10 people
We'll remove curse fix this.
actively like hurling on it. I think it will just pass in time.
Let's see. It
Volo, come
lingers-
outside with me for a minute,
It's
please.
a concentration spell that lingers until I cancel it. Up
at
to
this
a
point,
minute.
You actually see like several empty glass bottles being launched from behind the bar at Volo, who
I mean-
very deftly like dips and dodges and ducks under these things to avoid impact.
Is this coming from Leaf or is this coming from patrons?
The projectiles are coming from Leaf.
Excellent.
That's why
Says,
she gets paid the
what
big
happened?
bucks.
I don't know what happened. My voice. Why does it? Oh, it smells so bad.
Yeah, your
I'm gonna-
trivia sucks.
Volo,
I
please
practiced.
speak outside, please.
I practiced this. It wasn't supposed to go like this, friends. See me. I'll have several copies for sale. Don't go anywhere. Treasured guests. I'll see you.
Follow now.
Reading ad copy's not trivia.
You escort him out the front door?
We're going to go to like the side alley so I can lecture him on how this is not actually an advertisement venue and he's supposed to be doing trivia.
Look, I just thought there were so many people here and they were so excited. This would be a good chance to sell, to inform and educate on the perils of ghosts.
Volo.
Yes.
No.
I wasn't going to charge you.
That's not what I'm worried about.
You're my best friend.
You didn't remember my name 15 minutes ago. Listen. Let's stand out here until the stinky cloud goes away, which I'm going to admit I'm not really in the mood to deal with either. So, do you have any actual trivia prepared?
Why? I mean, I thought that was...
No, that's advertising. You know the difference.
Well, yes, but I used all my good questions in rehearsal.
Okay, these people were not here for rehearsal. They don't care.
I wouldn't feel right using rehashed material. I really think if I go back, I have a few more.
Advertising points? You have more advertising?
Well, one of them's a math question. It's about converting silver and gold together.
No. Mm-mm.
I see. Okay. Well,
look.
Can I at least go back to the party?
Yes, you can go back to the party. You can talk to individual people, but let's let the musicians and dancers have the stage if we are just going to be advertising. Maybe once everyone's drunk enough, they will be open to hearing about ghouls and ghosts.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Better mood. After they get a full belly and some beer,
right?
They'll probably be. I see. That's great. You're a very wise person, Miss Beatrice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Don't call me Beatrice.
Oh, absolutely. Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. Okay. And he hurries back. Meanwhile, while this is happening, you feel a tap on your shoulder, Tenement.
Uh-huh.
Let me...
Wouldn't have guessed this was about to be where this went, but okay.
Where are you? I put you all by default, like behind the bar, but you can be wherever you want.
Oh yeah, me. I am probably, because I'm showboating a little bit, probably closer to here.
Okay. So from the curtain behind you, you feel the tap and turn to meet a familiar face. This is Vajra, leader of Blackstaff Academy. And she seems disappointed.
Wait, I'm sorry. The leader of Blackstaff Academy.
Yes.
Is here.
Yes.
All right. I am. I'm probably gonna pale a little bit here. Yeah. Hello,
Mr. Tenement.
Yep. That's that is still my name.
So. You may recall a conversation we had months ago, years ago. Time does blend, does it not? About your specific pursuit of study. I recall suggesting things like there's some practical application in being able to physically enhance yourself, or perhaps conjuring things to aid your endeavors. And you told me with confidence that all you needed to do was to know what was to come, and then you would never be surprised and always have what you needed.
Well, that's more of a mindset than a specific set of things you do. It's more, if you feel like you understand what's about to happen, then nothing really surprises you, even if it is surprising.
I see. And how did that factor into the display I just saw about 1 minute ago?
It was funny, wasn't it?
Well, I won't deny that.
I giggle a little bit. Look, I made a miscalculation. I'm still tuning this thing up. things like that are small trifles in the grand scheme of things. I, I like to view the future through a more large scale lens.
I Well, I can't deny two things. One, that you have certainly made something of yourself since leaving our halls. I'll confess, and perhaps maybe because you see the future better than I, but more than I thought you were going to be capable of. And B, those risks you mentioned are what will make you great. I've seen so many buried in books, convinced that knowing things and never acting on them is going to be sufficient to a life worth living, the betterment of their fellow man, and no amount of convincing will convince them otherwise. You don't need such convincing, for you clearly already know this. And I just wanted to say that you have grown into beyond what I hoped you'd become, and I cannot wait to see what adventures lie ahead of you.
I appreciate it. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Generally, because I got very middling grades, so this is very surprising.
I'm aware, and it is.
I'm glad to know where I stand. And I appreciate that you could come out and visit the bar that my friends are proud of.
Well, it occurred to me that if a significant part of the student body is going to be here night after night, I should at least know what it looks like.
Well, that is fair, and I hope it is up to your standards. I fear that I am no small part to blame for that. I am absolutely smug with myself for that statement.
You've had a good run. Don't get cute, kid.
Oh, go for handsome more than cute, but I'll take it either way.
All right, she pats you on the shoulder and walks by, and goes to find another familiar face. By the way, Teneman, you gain the benefits of level 6.
Yay!
And she goes to seek out Oz. I'm sorry, Zoe.
What's up?
I had a question for you.
Neat.
I just wanted to know what
Had to ask a question?
what compelled you to break that thing in your ass.
What are you on about?
But not.
Yeah, oh no, I'm aware.
I've had.
But-
I'm certain you know what I'm talking about.
Does her voice sound familiar?
Yes, this is Vajra. She's the person that gave you that magical nut in court.
Oh, I thought that. Wait. I thought the orc lady gave me that.
No, this is Vajra.
Oh, okay.
The orc lady's Yagra.
Okay.
Yeah, it occurs to me
My
now that
bad.
they sound kind of similar, but no, this is the lady currently by the front door, just so you can see her.
That's why I was very confused earlier when you said I was tapped on the shoulder by, and I'm like, wait, but the person you said isn't the leader of Blackstone. Took me a minute.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was told to crack it when I was in trouble. So
Okay.
I thought I should sneak it into prison with me?
Yes, that is exactly what I thought you would do. And in fact, I thought you would even utilize one of your several cavities to accomplish this. That was
Yeah,
what
and then I
surprised me.
got hit in the head, I think.
Why-
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Why did you break it? Okay.
Well,
So you,
I do kegels, but for the males every day. Got very strong sphincter muscles.
so
Kegels, but for the male.
I was concerned, sir, that with some of the events in the recent years, what with your previous experience in prison, that you may be in undue danger, and I wanted to keep an eye on you in case you were in trouble. So I gave you a scrying sensor so that I could see if you were in trouble. And you decided to give me a 360-degree view of your asshole.
Oh, wait. So the scrying sensor isn't Wagon talk to Ma?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so since this nut broke in my butt, we've been calling it the butt nut.
Oh,
Has
yes.
happened.
Yes. Go on.
I've been able to hear my ma.
All right. Is she
This is a
here?
new development and very unsettling to me. Because, she sold me into slavery. And I'd like it to stop.
Well, both of us apparently have things we would like to stop. I, for one, would like to stop
You just keep
having the
staring at my
memory
asshole
of your
You just
of your
look
intestine.
away.
In order to avoid countermeasures, is active for 10 minutes. So I got to have this in my brain for 10 minutes thanks to your Kegels.
It's been like 10 weeks and I still hear my mom every once in a while.
You know
I
what?
have no idea how long it's been.
It's been a few days. And she says, you know what? Maybe you should consult a priest or God or one of your friends. But I don't know. And I don't really care.
I mean, your butt nut did this to me.
I am certain my butt nut did not do this to you. It is a scrying sensor and no more.
It's just coincidence. It happened at the same time.
I don't know. Maybe it was a moment of stress. Maybe it was a moment of clarity. Maybe it was one of the
Maybe
other
she was
prisoners
scrying on me
magically
beforehand,
screwing with
and
your
I
brain.
have to spell this out to the smart person because they refuse to put it together.
I can't wait for your adventures in the future. Enjoy this night. I hope you have a
Can
good
I have
time.
another nut?
She looks at you for a moment and says, you know what? Yes. And hands you what looks like the pit of a peach.
I take it.
He says, have an excellent day, sir.
You too. Thanks for the nut.
And makes her way through the crowd. Not like pushing or shoving, but like, especially all the students know who she is, so they sort of Moses part the sea as she leaves. The dock workers don't really, but she kind of looks like she could take them, so she passes through easily.
I thought the
I
dock
wave
workers
it
I
at that.
raised.
Sorry, what was that?
Who are you asking?
Both of you. I couldn't hear either.
Yeah, sorry. I wave at her back.
I said that's not the dock workers I raised.
What did you want? You wanted her to? We could break her kneecaps.
No, I don't think we want to do that.
Oh, okay. All right. You just say when, because I know we screwed up yesterday, and we're really sorry about that. But we can do this again better for real. It'll be good.
Okay.
And at this point, you hear a gong from the street outside. And
Is
then
this
you
like
Did
someone...
we set this up?
no.
Okay, so it's not someone made it to the top of the rope gong.
No. So, in fact, you see a carriage pull up, and the door is open, and two attendants walk to the side of the carriage, sort of set a little louder there, and this hulking beast of a man, like 7 feet tall, biceps upon biceps upon biceps, wearing like an elastic thing around his torso and no other clothes, climbs down out of the carriage and says, "Witness me!" And you see him start approaching the uprod.
Who is this guy?
You don't know, but he is totally jacked.
All right.
Wait, so he's rewind for a second. So he's working. I'm out front.
Okay.
Does this look like somebody who could be threatening in any way?
Oh, he's just going to pull down the uprod. He's fine.
Yeah,
He's going to try.
He is certainly
He could be
strong, and You probably don't want him punching you, but he doesn't appear to be walking with any malice, just bravado.
Okay.
And maybe a little beer.
Well, speaking of fluids, his 2 attendants also start handing him several potions.
Hey,
What?
ain't no magic.
This is magic!
Yeah, that's the point of the game. You don't want to
And-
cheat at the game. It doesn't count if you pull it down using magic potions. Anybody can do that.
Yeah, how would you feel about that scrawny motherfucker over there? I point at some random wizard student say, how would you feel if he just came out here and said dispel magic? Like, what the fuck, man?
He says, wait, can we do that?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just like he can't use potions. You have to go pull on it like this, and I'm going to go pull on it. What do I make? A strength check? Is it a strength check?
Strength athletics check.
See? Doesn't move.
Fine. Contest is stupid. And so you see him like squat down. He like reaches into his back pocket, pulls out some like white talc powder, rubs his hands together. LeBron Jameses it in front of his face. And he leaps up and Jolt, since you're there, I need you to roll a d20 for this gentleman.
Okay. Wait, where's this stupid thing? Sorry. Oh, wrong die. Hang on. There it is.
And he manages to gain quite a bit of purchase and pull it about 3/4 of the way down, but just can't. Like, his entire mass just isn't enough to overcome the sheer force of this thing. He hangs on, tries to find purchase, tucking his toes against the floor and continuing pulling, but he eventually just eats shit and his face collides with the window.
Okay.
The chorus of students laughing at him inspires him to leap and try again, but his confidence is clearly broken as he leaps and fumbles and fails to get any closer purchase than he just had.
On second thought, I'm kind of curious to see if he can do it with potions.
Okay, so 3/4, is that an impressive amount?
It is. Yeah. It is quite a bit more than anybody else you've seen perform.
Okay. It doesn't count. But I say we let him try it. See if he can pass it with cheat modes.
He says it. Thank you. I've traveled long and far. All right. Bring it in.
What's the payout for it?
Oh.
We have to come up with some kind of amended reward system if he's using potions.
No, it just doesn't count.
No, I'm fine with it just not counting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he downs a sort of like dark brown, thick, syrupy potion. And you see his biceps gain another layer of biceps. And then you see him drink a clear potion, and his skin starts hardening, and you see like a granite surface sheen across his body.
Does stone skin help pull things down?
You see him drink another one, and you see him sprout wings. And he taps on the window as everyone has kind of lost a little bit of interest, and he shouts, "Witness me!" And Jolt, if you'd be so kind as to roll me another d20.
Please roll one.
He leaps up and kind of attempts to powerbomb this thing in the ground with his massive weight, wings beating against the air, trying to drag this thing desperately to earth. And he can't connect. Despite all his efforts, he doesn't even make the same progress he made last time. He's just flapping in the air like a dumb piñata. And everyone is just laughing and jeering at him, students and dock workers alike. Chet at this point shouts, "Everybody, witness him!" And everything erupts in laughter.
I look at him like, "Hey, you want a beer? It's on the house."
He lands, releases the uprod, it snaps back into the sky, and he says, "Yeah, As
Okay.
his skin starts softening, his wings start depressing back into it.
I pat him on the back and
As
I pat him on the back and I say, "It was a good try, sport." And I walk him into the bar.
as
I
Still
love
patting him on the
so
back.
being the man to tell him, "Good job, sport."
as he enters,
know.
everybody's shouting, "Witness him! Witness him! Witness him!"
How good are you chugging beer, buddy? You may need to like show him up.
I need a minute. My stomach's kind of in from all the
Full
stone.
of potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the beer's for.
At
Mead.
The mead, beer, whatever.
It matters.
You matter.
At this point, Dank. Dank?
Sally.
For the love of God.
I'm here.
Okay.
Look, Sally, you haven't earned a whole lot of trust in this department.
I was asleep earlier, but only for like a minute. No, I was turning off the light in my greenhouse.
Okay. All right.
So a familiar face. Wait a minute. A familiar face that you haven't seen in some time. Oh my God, what has happened to the map? A familiar face that you haven't seen in some time enters the bar without much fanfare or anything, just matter-of-factly walks in. And if you remember, 5 years ago, you were in a tavern with a big hole in the middle.
Yeah.
This is Durnan, the owner of that tavern, the Yawning Portal.
Oh, competition.
Well, hello, old friend. And competition. How you doing?
Well, I gotta say, pretty good, but depending on the day, I would say not as good as you.
I mean, this is a particularly good day, but it's still good to hear.
In the middle of your conversation, the door to the kitchen flies open, and Rumbled screams out, "Beef's fucking ready!"
Yeah.
Wait, beets already? I thought you were making beef.
I'll enlist the dancers and will also help distribute beef, I suppose.
Tawny and Gertrude readily run back and start ferrying plates out to everybody they can find.
Did you hear me, Eric?
Yeah. Durnan continues. So, this is kind of reminds me of how I started. And I gotta say, you seem to have done much better in your first 5 years than I did in mine, let me tell you that. And you don't have a magic treasure-filled pit beneath you.
True, we do not have a treasure-filled pit beneath us.
Did we get a treasure-filled pit?
I don't want to fall in it.
All we've got is the uprod. That's like our treasure pit.
Oh, no, that's pretty good. As far as gimmicks go, that is... Man. In fact, I gotta tell you, how apt would you be to considering other ventures and allowing me the privilege of purchasing your establishment?
Well,
I don't think that's going to happen, but I can bring it up with the rest of the owners.
Well, I understand. There's several of you involved, and I think that if you would be willing to consider it, I'm willing to offer 15,000 gold for what you have so gracefully constructed here.
Well, as I said, I'll bring it up with the other owners, but I don't know. We kind of love having a bar. It's a lot of fun.
It's often a lot of fun. It has some headaches. I know you've seen them. I want you to know the offer's there. I admire what's here, and if you don't want, take your time. This isn't a today thing, but should you be compelled or seek other ventures, I would be happy to take this off your hands.
Okay. Well, I will definitely share that information and keep that in mind.
Excellent.
I'm sure if we were to sell, you would be a great person to sell to. You have another successful bar, and I feel like it would do well in your hands if we were to sell.
Well, I would only seek to maintain. You can't improve perfection after all. If I could ask one last favor, though, I've heard substantially great things about Rumbold's beef, and would
Yeah,
love to
let's
partake
do
a
a
slice.
plate.
You're gonna have to ask him about that, man. That's pretty personal.
I mean, he's got beef with half of Waterdeep.
Or anyone that likes ham.
Thank you for your time, and enjoy your evening.
Will do. Good to see you.
Dank, please gain the benefit of level 6. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Around this time, you hear some cheering coming from the street. And I swear, I'm going to mess up roll 20 every single time. I think I've moved the map more times than I can count. I'm not that drunk.
You could be.
I don't think so.
You shouldn't be drunk at all right now.
Well, I'm using it as a convenient excuse to cover up my errors. It's a big skill. 2, I'm going to say around 23-year-old, I'm going to say girls are loudly cheering as they approach the bar. The door flies open. That's not the door. The door flies open, and you see what appear to be a set of twins wearing like grass skirts, flowers in their hair, and accompanied by like a dozen small chittering birds sway into the tavern, just going, "Whoa! Party's here!"
I look at Tenement. Seems like your people.
Side note: can anyone see my token? It's invisible.
It's right here beside the barrel.
Oh, you know what? There it is. I moved the map to the token layer, so it just covered it up. Sorry, you were saying Zoe.
I look at Tenement. Tell him. Seems like your kind of people.
I see where the confusion would be. However, I am unfamiliar with Am I unfamiliar with these?
Give me a intelligence check.
Okay. No, that's not very good.
You don't recognize them from, and they don't seem to match the appearance or mannerisms from anybody from Blackstaff. They introduce themselves as Pistol and Stamen.
Of course they do.
And they start mingling through the crowd, excitedly, like hugging everyone, and wanting to share drinks and telling them how awesome they are and how cute that shirt looks and what a great evening to be alive, how pretty the moon is. Can't you just feel the wind in your hair? It's so great to be alive, everybody.
It always is.
One of them comes over and like tussles your hair and like blinks at you, and like a small little shower appears just over your head, just a handful of raindrops. Say, you look down. What's got you in a bum mood, buddy?
To me?
Yeah.
Nothing in particular.
You just don't seem like you're having a party mood.
Are these like Tenement's friends from the first campaign or something that I've forgotten?
No, I don't believe Tenement knows these people at all. The other one climbs up on stage. Volo, you're out of here. Climbs up on stage and talks to you, Oz. Says, "What's going on? How come everyone's so like quiet? This is supposed to be a party. I heard it was party night."
Things seem quiet.
No one's cheering. Everyone's just talking. No one's dancing. Make them dance.
Well, what time's the music?
Everyone just got beef.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Once everyone gets done with their, what's his name's famous beef, we'll put something on.
She turns around to everybody and says, "Whoa, you heard the man. We're partying after beef, everybody. Let's turn it up to 11." A few people give a muttered like, as they like have a mouthful of protein.
I refuse to believe Tenement is not who these people are.
Look, I rolled. I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to be smarter.
More accurate rolls.
I'm pretty smart. I don't know what happened. I swear this never happens.
Riot. As you, as these two very loud, I'm gonna say girls, sort of walk in and start trying to rouse the crowd.
I do not like the way you keep phrasing that.
A familiar face taps you on the shoulder, and Esvel, dressed fairly elegantly and not in a hood and mask, just because I don't have another token for her, says, I want to keep this brief. I know you're busy, but I wanted to thank you for everything you did 2 days ago.
It was a group effort.
Well, it was mostly a you effort. I largely just placated my parents, who are understandably distraught. But it's ultimately for the best.
Their son's alive.
Yeah. Though, if we never see him again, I think that'll be also for the best. Anyway.
I'd be surprised if we never see him again, but...
Anyway, I didn't want to, again, take too much of your time. I know you have a lot going on with the beef and whoever those things are. But I did want to give you this. And she hands you a small circlet. And inside are 3 pristine diamonds.
Oh, cool.
This was the first thing I ever took when I was working as that other person.
Who should I not wear this around?
Oh, she's long gone. You don't have to worry about her. Feel free to wear it. It is fairly gaudy, and there are unbelievably thieves in Waterdeep, so maybe I would take some care with it. But given your associates and your proclivity to helping those in need, I think you may need these more than I will. Gesturing to the diamonds inside.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, again, thank you, and if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go find some food that hasn't been marinated in whatever that is for God knows how long.
Yeah, that's fair.
Please have a good evening, but I have a accustomed palate not to, well, frankly, this.
Well, be careful. The castle lanterns are back.
I'm keeping an eye on them.
I'd be surprised if they didn't already suspect you, at least.
Oh, they've never liked our family. This, if anything, I have better cover as that other person, but...
You being able to earn enough money to suddenly get back on the city's radar about the time they lost it probably tipped them off.
I was sort of banking on their heads being firmly up their own asses to not even consider us as people, but I'll take your caution to heed. Have a good evening.
Good night. I take it these diamonds can be used for Revivify.
That is correct.
Aha.
Is it showtime?
Yeah, he probably gives people like I don't know. I don't know how big of a portion of Bungus's beef we just gave people, but
7 to 10 minutes worth.
yeah, they probably get like 10, 15 minutes for people to process whatever obscene meal we just gave them.
So it is just, by the way, to describe this thing. So you might be expecting like a plate of like some roast and potatoes and like maybe some carrots. This is not that. It is a metal plate with a brown piece of meat on it with a lot of spices, and that's it. Not even forks.
Did we
So I
hire
was
Ron?
expecting like a corned beef kind of deal.
Oh, it tastes magnificent.
Did we hire Ron Swanson?
Yeah.
Today you did. As those of you who haven't bite into this thing, it is almost like it turns into a liquid the second it hits your tongue. It just fills your mouth with flavor.
Like ham.
Like ham doesn't.
Man, what is with this ham slander?
And is extraordinarily filling, even though like the portions don't appear that big, but it is quite well made.
Like corned beef.
People get like rumbling praise, like, oh, and at this point, like people have kind of started mingling around. So people had been like wallflowering about with like most of the dot guys strictly at the bar and all the wizard folk like over at the tables and whatnot. But people have kind of like blended around at this point. And in the absence of anything else, the two, I'm going to call them girls, both hop on stage in front of you guys and say, all right, contest time. And they turn to each other, clap their hands towards each other. And they say, all right, it's time to judge the cutest dog.
Who the fuck are these people?
And in front of them appear 5 different beings.
I don't like this.
So the first one is a Labrador. Pistol produces from her pack a small stick and holds it like horizontally in front of her, and the Labrador jumps over this, lands on the other side, yips twice, and then disapparates into a pile of leaves.
Decomposes.
Wow.
They say, let's hear it for Buddy!
Woo!
And some people-
Is this where Tinnaman actually is?
Yeah.
Also, are Yagra and Davil actually back here?
Yes.
Okay, that was my-
Yeah, they're here.
I'm gonna ask them who the fuck these girls on stage are.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, all right, Tinnaman, who the fuck are these people?
I don't know.
Davil.
Also, Davil, I thought you were in jail.
I was. He chuckles at you
Congratulations
and
on
says,
your release / escape.
I gotta get back. That'll only hold for about 6 more hours.
Oh boy.
It's alright. Anyway,
It means a lot that you temporarily escaped from jail to come to our party.
well, I don't often get a chance to use those two, but they are an absolute riot, if you'll pardon my joke.
I'm sorry. Who? The girls? Did you bring them?
Oh, yeah, those are mine.
What? You're what?
Well, they're not really an anything. There's some druids I found while traveling around, and they like parties. And they've
Davil,
got this...
did you break your harem?
No, it's not a harem. There's only 2 of them. Look, just... They're really fun. And at this point, they produce a boxer.
As long as they're not like demons.
No, they're just druids.
Okay, that's fine. It's probably more entertaining than Volo, and we still expected him to have him up there, so.
Okay, Tenement. I'm gonna go do some music. You go distract people from whatever this.
It looks like Oz is
Thing
about to
is.
go interrupt him, so let me go get Oz. Bye.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Oz and tell him to stop. They're
No,
just
no, no, no,
druids.
no. It's fine. They're a
I-
great supporting act. Just do whatever you want to do. I guarantee you they'll make it better.
Davil says they can help you perform, or you can let them do their dog contest.
I'm going to just start playing music, and they can. I don't know. They'll figure their own lives out.
Either way, they're
I-
not going to hurt us or the bar,
I wasn't
so
worried about them hurting anyone. They're mostly just annoying.
I thought they might summon hellhounds, so I didn't really know what was going on.
You're so distrustful.
I am cautious.
What kind of music are you playing, Oz?
Well, he was going to do something more chill, but now he needs something to be louder than these people.
Yeah.
Which means.
Oh. You know,
I love it.
I'd forgotten about that for 4 weeks until about 5 seconds before you did that. Okay.
Also, Yagra, I'm sick. Did you bring coffee?
I got you, B. She pulls out a thermos. So
But yeah, he probably starts playing something quieter, realizes they're very loud and annoying. It's like, okay, fine.
So you just tear in and start shredding.
More or less, yes.
All right. Give me a performance check. So they
that's not
produce
very
a
good.
boxer that starts barking in scales. And they clap, twirl around, and say, "Let's hear it for Ivan!" And as the dog sort of puffs into leaves, you just sort of like slide through these two people, and everyone's gaze immediately shifts to them directly to you. The two of them sort of look at each other, shrug, and start background dancing behind you for whatever it is you're putting together. And Sad has excused herself from the stage. Is this like a long thing, or is this going to be just like a short? Hey, everybody.
He probably did a short thing to disrupt whatever dog contest was happening, but I don't know. He probably plays it mostly by ear and who is actively participating. And
well, Pistol and Stamen are participating by far the most. And
well, I mean, in the of the people in the crowd.
Yeah.
If there's more sailors doing stuff, I guess you go into sea shanty mode.
Oh, I got you. Team Wizard is probably more involved than Team Doc.
Yeah, so he probably softens it a little bit.
Okay, so more like background, like not
Piano
elevator
and
music, but
whatever,
like
you know.
not
Yeah.
the show, but like let's have a nice place, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I assume you like stroll around a little bit. Pistol and Stamen are perfectly content to like dance around you, and they kind of make like an archway of like leaves, and you see like flowers come by, and at some point petals rain down on you, and it feels very, very nice. At this point, at some point during the performance, after like things have kind of settled down for a while, you see a familiar face walk in, Oz.
I have no familiar faces.
It is gone. Where did he go?
No,
That's not good.
they're gone. Never mind.
He's very familiar. He's so familiar, you're not going to believe how familiar he is. Actually, shit, didn't make a token for him. Well, I can make one real quick. Like it's right here, it's right here, it's right here, it's right here. Dumb me. Where did? Oh, there he is. All right. Mert walks in
Oh.
and makes his way up to the stage to go say hello to you.
Oh.
Zoe, what are you up to right now?
Probably just enjoying the show, chilling.
Is
Alright.
chilling.
There's no trouble to get into that I've seen yet, so
He walks up to you after like you hit a break and clear your throat, grab a beverage, let Pistol and Stamen do their thing, and says, "Sorry, I'm late. My bad. I thought it was a different day. How are you?"
To me?
Yeah.
Doing good, I guess.
Hey, I know
you're not looking for a show?
No, I actually wanted to see you first. I'll catch up with him, but I just wanted to say your brother has helped me quite a bit. Helped me turn my life around. Sometimes you need to see a reflection in order to fix yourself, And
I am horrified as to what you turned your life around by.
Oh,
unless it was out of fear.
Oh no, it was bad, man. I had an extra set of teeth. It was
fine.
No, it's not. It's not where you want them to be.
it's his butthole.
But I know that he wouldn't probably have lived this long if not for your influence. So I know that probably goes underappreciated often. So I just wanted to thank you for keeping the band together as it was.
Yeah, sure.
So
do you play?
Huh? Hell.
Gestures to random instruments on stage.
Oh, I probably need a couple drinks. But I wouldn't mind talking to your friends there. Have we met? He says to the one on your left.
Oh, please take them.
Oh, very nice of you. Hi, my name is Mert. They start chatting. And in fact, both of them kind of follow Mert around as he wanders through the bar and talks to people and generally has a good time.
Oh.
Oz, you gain the benefit of level 6.
Oh. I was gonna find Joe.
What's that?
So Mert just told me that by dealing with you, he turned his life around, and I'm really scared about what that means.
I've had a positive influence on a lot of people's lives, man.
I'm really concerned by what this means, so maybe you should check in on it.
Okay. I've had nothing but positive influences. I don't know what you're on about.
You are definitely an influence.
Yeah, I am. I got a cart chat and everything.
The door crashes open as Lady Gondifrey barges in, with Monty trailing behind.
Right.
This gleaming white angelic figure strides into the room and say, "I was advised to tell everybody not to do anything illegal for the next 3 hours in this building."
We've never done anything illegal in this building, Lady Gondifrey.
That is excellent to hear. Monty apologizes and says, I apologize. I tried to do some coaching. I know this is a calm event and wanted to make sure that things were as chill as possible. So please continue having fun. Pretend like we're not here. And we just wanted to say hi and say how things are going and get a drink or two.
Is this a date, Monty?
What?
Is it a date?
Are you dating the gargoyle?
What? No. Look,
This looks like a date.
Gondafrey has been imprisoned somewhere for ages and is reacclimating society. I thought this would be a great place to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Oz is gonna make little hearts float around them with minor illusion.
Really?
Gondafrey asks, Monty, is that illegal? I remember magic being a thing. He says, no, that magic's okay. Okay. Continue your performance.
Sounds like a date.
It is a date.
Is it a date? No, it's not a date, lady.
Sounds like a date.
Uh,
Smells like a date.
It's probably not a date.
Jolt.
Yes.
As this
So convincing.
barrage of noise has happened outside, or inside rather, you've heard dogs barking and electric guitars shredding and people shouting about justice. And as you're taking in the moment, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Okay.
What's that for?
Nothing. Turn. I
I feel like you jumped
turned to the
gun there.
10. No.
It's a roll for initiative.
Okay.
Someone
No.
tapped him on the shoulder.
I punched them.
Nope. No, that was for some whether I was going to go inside or not based off the noise. But go ahead.
Oh, I see. So a familiar face taps you on the shoulder, and it is someone that looks like Manchun.
They tap you with their face.
Yeah,
Yes.
they hit him with a winky face.
Oh, that's what Kevin means.
You said someone that appears to look like Manchun?
Yes.
Manchun question mark?
I assume you're the robot.
Who are you?
I am a conjuration from a wizard I believe you know. He wished he could be here himself, but has important matters to attend to, and didn't want to disrupt the proceedings assembled inside.
What is he doing?
Oh, all manners of things for the betterment of the realm. And he actually, to cut to the chase, he actually wanted to request your help in these endeavors. See, you have within you a curious spark. And he would like to see that again, to complete his understanding that he might help many in need. And was wondering if you would come aid him in these endeavors.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Being that something has happened to my master, or somebody is impersonating my master, I don't know that would be the wisest of plan without further information.
What information do you need, or do you think that he needs?
What specifically does he need to know about my spark?
He needs to know how he can keep himself from dying, and believes you hold the answer to that.
How or why is he dying?
Sadly, as wise as he is, he hasn't figured out a way to defeat the greatest enemy of all, the passage of time. The march of the universe trundles on, and like many, he is being crushed beneath the weight of its mighty wheels. Meanwhile, inside, Mert, completely enamored with these two druids, takes one in each arm and just starts spinning it around the room, well in advance of any tune, Oz, that you might be playing. If you still have music going, this is far offbeat and much faster. He is kind of bumping into people and having an especially grand time. So much so that he bumps into this table near the window, sending several glasses tumbling to the floor.
Uh-oh. I need to tell Davil that the Justice Gargoyle's around.
Oh.
And Monty.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Do you have a disguise self spell or something?
Never leave home without it. And he reaches into his tunic and pulls out a like small leather pouch with a green vial, a blue vial, and a red vial, and looks at Yagra and says, "You want a date?" Yagra smokes and says, "Sure." And he drinks the green vial, and his body sort of contorts and pulses and bubbles until his skin turns green, and he is a hulking, dashing orcish figure.
Also, Mert's getting friendly with your friend.
That's all right. They'll have a good time, and they should be immune to diseases, so everything should be great. Have a good evening.
Ew.
But
All right, you know the drill, Yagra. Don't make eye contact. Slide out the back door. Don't say anything to the Justice Robot. And they start meandering out. Meanwhile, back to outside.
Where and when would you like to meet?
Well, you know the large statues around Waterdeep, right? Jim, out of character, you may not know. There's a bunch of really, really big statues that used to be, around Waterdeep in different poses. One of them near the center is called the God Catcher, and that's what he is referencing. It is, he describes a 80-foot tall stone figure, arms raised to the heavens as if they're like catching a basketball.
Okay. Why can't we meet at your home?
Well, home is rather far away, and again, as his strength is waning, it would really help to use the magical assistance of a power-stricken area. There's a lot of old magic that runs under these statues, and it would help to see what he needs to see with the aid of that power.
Why have you left your home? It was ransacked and destroyed in your absence.
The universe has many perils, and even if they aren't seen here, they must be dealt with.
I need you to be more honest with me about this. Explain.
Give me a insight check.
Nope.
So at this point, Leaf has floated over to the table around like Mert and Pistol and Stamen and Teneman. You hear like some muttering, like perfectly fine glass, like broken just because it's a party doesn't mean there's a cause to be reckless. It's not just sort of muted grumbling. And again, Teneman, you and only you hear this.
I'll go fix the glasses when I get an opportunity.
All right, what do I hear?
You hear Leaf mutedly mumbling about the broken glass as she's like cleaning it up. Not like angrily complaining, but you know.
I mean, she threw most of it?
No. These are ones that Mert knocked over while dancing with the Druid sisters.
Okay. I'll pick up a few.
All right, you help Leaf in her endeavors. Actually,
I might not have noticed the glasses getting knocked over. I was busy.
Yeah.
Also, I did ask you a question in chat.
Oh, I missed that. Well, that is also a thing there, but yes, it is both things.
Sorry, when you said 80-foot tall giant with arms in the air like catching a basketball.
Yeah.
That is a giant from Majora's Mask, and you can't convince me otherwise.
It can be both things, yeah. Meanwhile, back outside, the figure tells you, Joel, look, it's pretty straightforward. One of the greatest threats against all the evils lurking in the astral plane and beyond is our creator, well, my creator, sorry, Manshun. and you've helped him for many years, and now he needs your help to continue protecting others. Are you not a shield for many? Think of all those you could protect by enabling our plane's forever guardian.
When can you? When can we? When do you want me to be there?
Tomorrow, anytime, say after midday.
I will. I will be there.
Excellent. I know this is asking a lot to disrupt this collection of friends and family you've built, but we both know this is in the realm's best interests, and I thank you for this. And at this point, a enormous ball of light rises in the night sky. And when I say enormous, this thing is sort of difficult to perceive because of the sheer amount of light that it's producing. But it is at least the size of the tallest building in Waterdeep, sans the castle itself. It doesn't produce any noise. It doesn't produce any force. It just gently rises above the city and hangs in the sky, and is generally quite pleasing to look at. In fact, every one of you who gazes on this gains 4 temporary hit points.
Oh.
We didn't do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That light in the sky, that's not us, right?
Oh, probably not.
Is my apparition still there? Or is it gone?
No, it's still there. He turns to this and seems equally surprised.
I'm gonna check my apparatus. It's not doing anything, is it?
I mean, it has some residual humming and bumping, as I assume there's some motor like idling in it, but no, it's not doing anything special.
Does it smell vaguely like farts?
Yes, there's trace aromas left in there. You also hear a voice cry out, "Ah, shit!"
From where?
From the table with the broken glass. And you see this small little pool of like bluish green fluid starting to collect as it bleeds from a spectral woman's hand.
Hey, did anyone else see that?
Most people are gazing out the window at this very, very, very bright light. It's like not quite daylight, but very close.
I'll turn to look if I hear him.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly asking the people that I know.
So the figure next to you appears to be Leaf, who is a lot more corporeal than she used to be.
I did not know Lee. I did not know. Is she looking at the light?
No, she is looking at her hand.
Did any of the rest of us see her?
Yes.
Oh,
Tinnaman, who is that?
I'm not entirely sure why you're asking me, but that's Leaf.
She's standing next to you, and you're the only one who could see ghosts until this moment.
Well, that one got cut.
Leaf?
She holds her hand, just kind of staring at it as this sort of blue fluid keeps, like, slowly dripping to the ground.
Is that normal?
Oh, wrong map. No, I mean, what is this?
Wait, we can hear Leaf?
Yes.
Oh shit, did we all just die?
Ghost blood.
Probably. We're probably all just dead.
What could have produced that light?
The dead don't bleed. I think they are more corporeal than normal. We are probably still alive.
Leaf is bleeding, and Leaf is
Uh-huh.
definitely a ghost.
That's why I assume she is now more corporeal, and we are not dead. If we were all dead, no one would be bleeding. The fact that a ghost is bleeding probably means we're alive, and she
We'll
is
make her
supposed to be
stop
alive.
bleeding.
I mean,
Who made you the ghost expert?
I can try casting Healing Word. I'm not sure if it's gonna hurt her though.
If I knew who and or what made me the ghost expert, I would tell you, but I do not.
You're the one that sees ghosts.
Fire up your little steampunk magic spell thing and fix it.
Do I know if casting Healing Word on a ghost will hurt the ghost?
It won't so normally when you cast those spells on ghosts, they don't take damage, but it doesn't feel very good.
I don't know how to heal a ghost.
If only we had a local ghost expert.
Let's just get a rag. We've probably got plenty in the bar. Rumbolt, do you have a rag?
A clean one, not one soaked in meat.
Hmm.
You know what? I have bandages. Let's just use
A
bandages.
vegan rag.
I will go get my med kit.
All right, you scour up some cloth and gauze and an actual healer's kit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you rummage around for that for something to wrap a hand with, and it does find. Actually, give me a. I don't ever use this. Medicine's a skill, right?
Do I have to use a charge?
Not for this, no. So you patch up this hand, which does feel kind of firm and does have some purchase, and you do see the sort of part of it gets soft as the stain sort of goes through the material, but eventually stops, and you see Leaf just sort of looking at her hand, shaking.
Do you know what's happening?
No, but I feel so sick.
Yeah, me too.
That's fair. I don't know. I need to. Can I use your room? I need to lay down.
Sure.
Thank you.
What does Leaf look like?
Leaf looks like a old elven woman. So even when she passed, she was quite old, and so wrinkles across her face. She sort of has this bluish tone, and like silver gray hair, and a robe that's kind of like a dark green but tattered at the ends. She does have fully formed feet, so she does have a actual body, but can fly and still pass through walls and floors, consequently. So she floats up to the second floor and just sort of zips through the ceiling and disappears from sight.
I'm assuming there's a spare room we can sleep in somewhere.
Probably.
Or I can sleep on my office couch.
Office couch.
I have an office couch.
Oh, I put Vajra on the map layer. That's why I couldn't. Okay. But yeah, back to outside. The figure says to you, Jolt, so can we expect to see you tomorrow?
Yes, I will be there. What was that light? Do you have any knowledge of it?
I have no idea. There is much magic in the world. And the City of Splendor should be no exception.
Is there something else I need to know prior to visiting?
I can't think of anything. After all, the spark is within you. I can't imagine what else is needed.
Then be on your way, spirit, or whatever you are.
Magical apparition, but anyway, enjoy what appears to be the second moon of Waterdeep. Pleasant tidings. And he walks away down the street. And that is where we will conclude for tonight. Unless anyone has anything like burning right now.
No.
No. Night.
Okay. For next game, we'll be off our 2-week schedule. 'Cause I think that's when Team Ohio is down, and it seems weird to burn a Friday night when there's a bunch of out of town visitors. So we'll punt to 3 weeks from now.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'll have to let you know.
All right. Pleasant tidings. Thanks for a good game, and I'll see you in the other channel or tomorrow.
I think I'm out of town 3 weeks from now.